بدأ عرض فيلم 12 Mighty Orphans من أيام، واللي أحداثه مستوحى من كتاب بيحمل نفس العنوان، شخصيات وأحداث حقيقية في إطار رياضي. قصة الفيلم عن فريق لكرة القدم الأمريكية مكون من مجموعة من الأيتام.
الفيلم من بطولة لوك ويلسن وفانيسا شو، واثنين من جراندات هوليوود هما روبرت دوفال ومارتن شين. لوك بيقدم شخصية مدرب فريق كرة قدم بينتقل لتكساس وقت الكساد العظيم، وبيدرب مجموعة من الطلاب الأيتام في مرحلة الثانوي، وبيقدر إنه يلهمهم ويحققوا بطولات.
My name's Harvey Newell Russell. I'm the new math science teacher.
The football coach?
That's right. I'm from Texas, and I'd played football, as a little kid and into high school. And so the idea of kind of doing a Texas football movie I found very appealing. And then the idea of, once I learned more about Rusty Russell and his wife Juanita, just the idea of these people that kind of were so kind of giving and willing to take a chance on these kids that had been dealt such a difficult hand in their lives. I just thought that was a really interesting idea, and especially back then where, they were almost kind of saintly in their devotion to these kids who were down on their luck.
We teach survival. If we don't, they'll never make it on the outside.
The thing about football is it teaches teamwork and discipline, and those are key elements to survival. The way I see it, you can either work the field or play the field. Texas high school football and really just those kind of high school sports stories like Hoosiers, was such a, great movie growing up. And, it's just the idea, there's something about those kind of underdog stories that people just love and identify with.
Hell, sounds good to me. I'm in.
Might as well.
Okay. It's definitely something that's kind of different for me. I mean, I've done it, of course, but I do have to kind of shift my mindset while doing something like this, because when you're doing like a comedy, for instance, like your goals are very clear. Like you want to make the other person in the scene laugh, or the crew people, do they think it's funny, or the director? And so doing something like a drama, you really are kind of on your own with the people you're working with. That's why it's so great to have somebody like Vanessa or Martin Sheen that you kind of have so much faith and admiration in, to where you can do something dramatic. Today we're going up against a team that's won 2 state championships.
Stay down in the dirt where you belong, loser orphan.
That's a funny formation.
I loved it. It was a deeply personal reaction I had. And the fact that it was a real guy, a very a generous, heroic man who had a lot of personal problems, but they became his strength, and he became a mentor. As you know, he was a doctor, but he was also a physician for the whole orphanage, and he never took a paycheck. So that just intrigued me.
He finally got a team. Might as well call it the Mighty Mice.
Every second that they're on the field, we're losing money. When are you going to stand up for these children and do what's right? Juanita, we have a chance to make a real difference here.
They're gonna want you to win. Everybody's gonna be behind a team with nothing, just like them.
Juliana just, brought obviously these clothes from Western costume and Eastern costume, where they have these basics that, the purse and the gloves, like a Southern woman would have all of these things, like a handkerchief in the purse, and, proper shoes for a certain occasion, and the one traveling outfit that she would have to arrive in. And so, those were all things she was thinking about before I even had gotten there.
It's hard to believe when all you've known is hurt and loss. I look at you boys and I can honestly say I'm proud to be an orphan. And you'll feel the same way if you can believe in yourselves and believe in each other.
1, 2, 3!
واتش إت، ما تخليش حاجة تفوتك.